Hi there guys, Stean PP Reviews back again, and today I'm here with a special video for you. This is actually going to be an interview with a band called Behind The Smokescreen. This is a band from Greece that have just released their debut album, Age of Corruption, and I'm actually reviewing it for the Metal Reviewer page, the Metal Reviewer section of my channel. The review will be up in a couple of days after you see this video. Keep an eye out for it if you want. Hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to keep an eye on it and see the video as soon as it's uploaded. And yeah, so what it is, I'm just interviewing two of the members of the band, the vocalist and the guitarist. I'll leave it to them because they introduce themselves in the video, so I'll leave it to them to tell you who they are. And yeah, the band is a fantastic band, the album's a fantastic band, so in the description, what I'll do, I'll leave a link to them, I'll leave a link to their Facebook pages, their YouTube channels, any way you can find the songs. I'll search for all the places you can find them just for you, so you don't have to spend time. All you have to do is under this video, click in the description, so the arrow, click on it, open it up, and there you'll find links to wherever the albums are. Go give it a listen to it. It's a fantastic album. I really liked it. It's a bit of a spoiler for my upcoming review, but yeah, it's a great album, great band. So here we are. This is the interview that I've just done with them. Give it a listen to it. It's a fantastic interview, if I do say so myself. The band are fantastic. So here you are, here they are here, so enjoy. So let's just begin. First of all, can you just introduce yourselves? So your names and your roles within the group.
Hi, I'm Nassos. I'm the singer behind the Smokescreen.
My name is Andy, and I play guitar behind the Smokescreen.
Fantastic. So, first question is, how did you all meet and when did you decide to start the band up?
The band technically started, 3 years ago? No?
3 years ago, yeah.
3 years ago. We met through, I suppose, different friends. We all had the same kind of group of friends. The other guitar player, Dimitris, I knew him from the guitar shop I used to work in, and through other mutual friends, and Nassos as well. And me and Dimitris are on the same page for guitar. We like the same music. We play the same kind of guitar stuff, and we decided that we should get together and jam. We had a couple of studio sessions jamming and decided it was going somewhere, so we started to try to form a band, and Nassos was...
Yeah, I was not in the first quartet of people, you know.
But first choice singer.
Yeah, I was first choice.
He came right in the right time, the right voice, and he's still here.
It must have been perfect for you.
It was epic.
It was.
So, listening to the album, I instantly got a Pantera feel to it, especially the vocals. A very Phil Semmel, but a little bit heavier. I don't know if that's maybe a compliment to you if you're fans of Pantera. I'm wondering, what is your influences?
Influences?
Well, in terms of you singing, sounds like...
Oh, the vocal...
That's
I think it's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious. I like Phil and Selma a lot, man. Pretty much love the guy. Pantera's my main influence. Down, Lamb of God.
For your vocals now.
For your vocals, oh yeah, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rob Flynn from Machine Head. Yeah, that's about it.
I'd say that's a compliment. I've heard that quite a lot, about the style of the band and the sound of the band being compared to, not Pantera, the band, but
Pantera-ish.
Pantera-ish, the Down, I think even more, actually, because we're trying to do the kind of groovy or soundy thing. Black Label Society would be a big influence musically. But then we all have individual styles and individual things that we like. Okay, him singing, it's going to be various different singers, but me on guitar, Dimitris on guitar, Kyriakos on drums, the Fairies on bass, we all like different things. I would say influences for me would be Dimebag, yep, from Pantera, Zakk Wylde, Black Label Society and Ozzy, James Hetfield, Metallica, just good metal guitar players. But when we get together, the influence just changes. But Pantera, Down, Black Label Society kind of thing.
Being playing metal, it's a very one of those music genres that's not very popular in the the normal world. So what got you into playing metal? Why did you choose to actually go in a metal band?
Why wouldn't we, man?
Why not?
Why not?
The obvious answer.
That's a brilliant answer.
Well, for me, it was I always grew up around rock music. Listening to rock music at home was pretty common. Deep Purple, ZZ Top, things. I grew up around that kind of stuff. And just a natural progression with the friends I was with in high school and things. We got into heavier music. It was my friend Ali in Glasgow let me hear Fight Fire with Fire from Metallica, the first minute. And that just changed my entire life until today. I'm still playing metal music, still a huge metal fan. And there just wouldn't be any other kind of music I want to play in a band. So, fucking no-brainer.
Yeah, mine was crazy story. We were kids. I think I was 13 years old, 12 years old, something like that. And Blood Rooted from no.
Yeah.
Blood Rooted.
Special edition.
Blood Rooted from Sepultura just come out, and there was this kid in my school, and he gave me the cassette tape of Blood Rooted, and first song, it was Procreation of the Wicked from Celtic Frost cover. And I was like, shit! Why wasn't I listening to metal before? And that was it. I went crazy. I mean, I loved it. And that's it.
That's a pretty cool song to get you into metal, man.
Yeah. So the name Behind the Smokescreen, it's a very unusual title. It's not really one when I think of a band, especially. It's just an unusual name. So where did you come up with the name? Where did you get this name?
There's a bit of a story. It's not very rock and roll, but there is actually a story behind that. We started the band when we started. We talked earlier about getting together with Nationals and stuff. We had another name. We had a different drummer and a different bass player, and they left. We had some lineup changes, and to start a kind of new band, we decided to change the name. But we had our very first concert booked already. That was the Box.
That was
with the Spider Kickers. We had a concert booked already, and we're right in the middle of changing the name. And the concert promoter, the guy involved with the concert, was like, I need a name for the poster. If you want on the poster, I need a name. And we couldn't decide on a name. We couldn't get a name. We couldn't agree on anything. But in the end, we agreed on Smokescreen. Just Smokescreen. We played the gig, we played another gig, we played Phase Reverse Smokescreen, that's the piano Smokescreen, and then we find out there's like 1,000 bands called Smokescreen. We had to change. So we didn't want to lose Smokescreen and start another identity, another band name, another thing. So we fought to keep this, but we had to change it somehow. So blah, 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 Smokescreen, blah, 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 the blah, 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 Smokescreen, blah. And from the list of names that we tried to make, Behind the Smokescreen was kind of the best.
Yeah, it was the best. I think it was the most obvious choice. I don't know. It has that military...
It's got the military
thing, And, we play angry music. You listen to the album?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, so
yes, dude.
So yeah, Behind the Smokescreen. That's it.
That's it. There really wasn't a lot more thought into it, to be really honest. Mm-hmm. It just was. If we could, I suppose we'd still be just Smokescreen, but there's way too many bands called Smokescreen. So Behind the Smokescreen.
It's a good title. It's a good name for a band. When I was thinking of questions to ask, I sent some messages to fellow musicians who I'm friends with, And as somebody who's into like the recording styles and the writing styles of music, so he asked the question about how do you start writing the music? So who does each song? Who writes the songs? Is it a joint effort? Is it like one person writes the music, one person writes the lyrics?
Our writing is well, to me, to us, it's probably quite strange, but actually, probably a lot of bands do exactly the same thing that we do. Everything comes from a riff, a jam. Maybe I'm writing because playing guitar and Dimitri's playing guitar. 90-80% of things probably come directly from us. I'll be home jamming.
That's true.
Well,
yeah.
To be fair, but that's the very start. So I'll have a riff, I'll jam it, I'll make a little demo at home. I'll send it to the guys in a Facebook message, an MP3 or something. Dimitri's, the other guitar player, will take it, he'll change it, he'll add a part. So we do a lot of work before we even get to the studio to do a rehearsal, to practice the song.
Yeah, I think this has happened once with Start Your Revolution. I think that's the only time that we hadn't heard a riff. We just heard the first riff. The first time we heard the riff, it was in the studio by Andy. And the other times it was just Andy or Dimitris or whatever. He would send us a mail and I have this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can we work on it? And yes, we can, or no, we can't.
But in the studio, it comes alive. Our drummer is crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever I had in my head for the riff, or Dimitri's, or even Nassos, because Nassos contributes on guitar too. He's pretty tidy on the guitar. This man can play, so he comes up with riffs that have been used in real songs. I'm not going to tell you which ones. No, but our drummer just wants to fucking make them crazy, and I'm thinking, yeah, it goes like this, and he says, no, I got to make it like Lamb of God. So when we're writing stuff, you've got the idea yourself, or Nassos, or Dimitri's, or whatever, and when we get together, it completely changes. Something that I thought was going to be slow is now fast. Something he thought was going to be 4 times is now 8 times, or now it's a solo. Or so when you hear the songs in the end, I can guarantee that they were almost never like that in the beginning.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty fair. I mean, we jam it, we play with it, we change it and stuff. So I think that's pretty normal for a lot of bands, actually. Yeah, especially today that you can send things through messages and have a conversation based on a riff instead of wasting time in the studio. We get to the studio and we play it. So I think that's pretty normal these days.
That's it. And that's leading into the next question, actually. You're saying wasting time in the studio. How long does it take to write the album, to then record it, to have the final like, record ready for you to listen to and give out to the public?
That's a sad story.
For us, in this example, yeah, that's a bit of a maybe not so typical example. How long did the recording take? The actual
recording, I think it was a month. A month and a half.
We'd go into the studio here in Yanina, and we'd record all the parts: the drums, the bass, my guitar, Dimitri's guitar, Nassos singing, our friend Nicholas doing some backing vocals, and that part was maybe a month and a half at the most. But we had a collaboration with a friend of ours called Chief, Yanni's Chief, Phase Reverse. He wanted to produce the album, and while that was an amazing, cool thing, a great opportunity for us, he believed in us, he wanted to be involved, and we wanted him involved too. The distance became a bit of an issue because we recorded here, and he lives in Athens, his studio's in Athens, and that's geographically speaking in Greece, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it is.
So we did a lot of backwards and forwards conversations with messages and emails, and the poor guy, he's mixing it at his studio and then sending it to us as a message, and we say, hey, the bass is too quiet, so send it back. He mixes it, hey, the drums are too loud. This it wasn't his fault. It just went on and on.
Yeah, it was natural, man. I mean, if we were on top of his head and telling him what to do, it would be done in 2 weeks or something like that, you know?
Easy. If we're in the same, same room.
It's not like we play gent or some kind of progressive kind of music or something. We just play heavy metal. You listen to the album, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But we were far away from each other, and it was a big issue, man.
But not Chief's fault, to be fair.
No. It was nobody's fault, actually.
He was doing it the way he thought was best, and we just had to keep going back. These messages took a very long time, a week maybe, just to talk about one song. So he had a lot of patience, and eventually it was done, and that's what you got, and that's what people can listen to today. But generally, we could have finished that in about 2 months. But in the end, it took a lot longer.
Not like 9 months.
I wasn't going to say that.
Okay, sorry.
It took a long time, but we got a good result in the end. So thank you, Chief. Thank you, Panos.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, what do you guys do when you're not touring, or when you're not like practicing or writing music or recording music?
Normal life.
Normal life, man.
Nassos has a dog.
I got a dog. It has 3 legs.
It has 3 legs. This is true. I work. You know, I got a job. I'm a guitar teacher. I'm an English teacher. I have a family. I have 2 children. I have a wife. So I live a very normal life when I'm not.
The 4 of us have jobs, and our drummer Kyriakos is a student in the university here in our city, and we carry on with our lives, man. It's really what we do regarding the album and the music is what we love, you know, what we love to do. It's not like a job or something like that.
This is the escape.
This is
from the job. And then Nassos does almost the same job as I do. So we just pretty normal, actually. Yeah, apart from being in the studio or playing a concert in our hometown, outside of our hometown, it's a lot of fun. But after the gig, after the practice, we just kind of go back to normal, to be fair.
Yeah.
On my YouTube channel, I talk music, but most of the time I talk movies. So I was wondering, to get a little bit away from the music area, I'll throw in a movie question. So what would you say your favourite movie is?
Mine's Scarface. Top.
Finished.
Number 1, and that's it. Scarface, man. I know Scarface line by line by line.
What about you, Andy? What is your favourite movie?
Jaws from Steven Spielberg and Peter Benchley, based on the novel by Peter Benchley. Fantastic, just best cast. A bit of a stupid story, but no, but the cast and the scripting, the screenwriting, the dialogue between the cast. You know, you've got Robert Shaw, cool. Just my favorite movie, hands down.
Another question I have is, what's next? What's next plan for the band?
What's next?
We're actually writing new songs, man.
We started
writing.
We've actually played one of the new songs in the last 3 concerts.
2.
Last 2 concerts.
Last 2.
3? No, 2. But we're always writing. The music we recorded for the album is, to us, that's quite old. You know, we've been playing that for a couple of years, but when you hear it on the CD, it sounds fresh and new, but we've been playing these songs for quite a long time. So we've been writing for, well, I suppose, the next album, and we've got a couple of things moving. We still want to promote this album a lot, so there's lots of conversations. We're trying to do lots of interviews. We're on Belgian radio, Album of the Week, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago with Phil at the Painkiller radio show in Belgium. So promoting this one is happening now, and just always trying to book the next gig somewhere, maybe outside of our hometown, anywhere, always looking to play. and working, I guess, on the next one already.
Yeah.
Just keep it moving. We've got some songs going, so
We have no stopping, man.
we just don't stop.
And being a new band, being a new upcoming band, well, we've been together for 3 years, but now with your first album, what advice would you give people who are thinking about going to start a band or want to go record the first album?
Band to record, what advice? Advice to a band that wants to start to get moving, maybe record an album.
Advice.
But don't be negative, because it's cool. I would say just have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Number one, if you can't have any fun doing it with the guys you're with,
Then just don't fucking do it, man.
you can't do it because you kill each other. It's a stressful environment. Everyone's trying to get their ideas in, and you know it's difficult sometimes. But you gotta have some fun after the studio, after the practice. You got to laugh. You got to laugh in the studio, and you got to laugh before you go to the studio. It's got to be at least enjoyable. But then there's a serious side. You got to practice your instruments too. You know, I'm a guitar teacher as well. So if my students saw this and I didn't say anything about practicing, I'd be pretty bad. So you got to practice your instrument as well. You got to give it some dedication. You got to give it some respect. Respect the other guys for their levels and abilities in music. And if you do these things combined, you probably should get somewhere. You know, but you got to have some fun.
Yeah, number one, have fun and support. Support the ones that have supported you, man.
If anyone's giving you some help, yeah, you gotta keep your ears open and listen to the people who are giving you good support, good advice, help, and be respectful to them. People can open some doors. People can close doors pretty easily as well.
Yeah.
So get busy. You know, get a band with your friends. Get some like-minded people who like the same music, who are the same ability level in their instruments. Get together, enjoy jamming the same songs. I would say personally, write your own songs as well. Just get straight to work and try and write some original material. Get a style for your band, but enjoy it. Number one, the reason we're still together after 3 years is because we enjoy it. We have a really good time playing live, especially. We get together and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the album has some unusual names for titles. For example, The Woman at the Wheel. Best Sniper, where did you come up with the themes for each song? For like certain songs, is there certain themes behind them all?
They had stranger names than that, I will tell you this.
Oh yeah.
The names for the songs, some of the songs actually kept the name of the work in progress, the kind of jam title, Death Sniper.
Death Sniper 1313
and Woman at the Wheel was the names that we gave to the songs when we were making them without any real thought to that's what they will end up being called, so they just kind of stuck. The lyrics and the themes of the song now fit those titles, and you always make jokes.
That was it. I mean, there was a title. Oh, we're gonna name this song "Woman at the Wheel." No lyrics. Okay, and then I had to write some lyrics about a woman at the wheel. My mom, my girlfriend. You know, there was an accident. My girlfriend. True story. My girlfriend drove into a cafeteria.
Into a shop.
Yeah. So, woman at the wheel. There you go.
Writing about crap driving.
The
other ones have working titles, of course, but then with the lyrics and the theme, it gets a name, maybe something from the vocals, something from the lyrics. But honestly, you think they're quite strange? Are they weird?
Not weird, just unusual. Woman at the Wheel that's kind of an unusual name, an unusual song. It was especially with the theme of it compared to the rest of the album was the one that I was like, that's quite strange, but that's probably my second favourite song on the album.
We
After Start Your Revolution's probably my favourite one on it.
Excellent, good choice. Thank you. That's one of my favorites. Where writing the songs and playing the songs, we have, and I'm not going to tell this either, but we have our own favorites and our own very unfavorites. But Revolution is, when we play it live, it's by far one of my favorite songs live. My favorite song to listen to, I think, on the CD would maybe be Corruption. It's one of the ones we had a lot of fun writing, and it was quite advanced when we were doing it, and it sounds cool.
And we got Nicholas, the other guy, in 2 songs. That's Corruption and
He's on Revolution too, no?
Revolution. No, Revolution. Man. Sure. The Grace Under Insanity. That's the 2 songs that our friend Nicholas is backing vocal-wise. So yeah, that's my favorite too.
That's your one.
Yeah.
Before we end, if you just want to, again, if you've got anything you want to say to promote your album and let people know where you can get it, where they can find it.
Well, the album is available on, as we are reliably informed, every digital format download store. That's like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Play Store music thing. There's also a link appearing very frequently on the Facebook page, Behind the Smokescreen, and Behind the Smokescreen Johanna.
Yep.
The links to the YouTube vault, that we call it, that has all the songs in there anyway. So it's out there, it's available. Anyone watching this now or in a video later, if they want, they just simply contact the band or get in touch with us. You'll always find videos of the songs on the Facebook page. If you're in Greece, anyone come and check us out in Johanna, and just keep
There
watching.
will be a physical copy as well, man.
Yes, that's a good point.
There will be. Soon enough.
It was released on digital format only, but from some demand, we need to press real CDs. So there will be an actual physical CD available, hopefully within this year. From both of us and from all the other guys, thank you very much.
Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, man. And keep supporting the whole scene of heavy metal, and everything is gonna be just the way it has to be, man.
Perfect.
Perfect.